Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night, and let's get started. So in this video, we are going to talk about the Champions Club 2 to forecast the markets. Yes, that's exactly. I talked about this months ago, and we were trying to figure out the best way uh, to make the visual, you see. So how I put things together in the most simplistic way that people can look at it and have an understanding. And so this part was actually easy. The hard part was how to put it together, you see. So we had a lot of trouble. It wasn't easy. It took a lot of time, but so now it's ready. We can make it better with time, but for now we need something that is functional, right? Also because we are late already. So I'm going to explain to you guys, and so we still don't have a proper name. I will have to figure this out like in one day or two, and I will share this probably between tomorrow and the weekend. And yeah, so what is the purpose of this tool? We can use many words or different words, whatever. But the main thing is we are trying to time the markets, all the markets that are connected. For example, Dow Jones, SPX, gold, crypto market, your local stock market, because all of our, let's say the local stock market in your country, in a way, it is connected to the United States. It is not going to be, for example, if you live in a communist country, then you're going to see a big divergence, okay? But still, a lot of people invest into the United States or the crypto market that today it's shifting to the United States. So yeah, so let me bring the pictures. What are the pictures? Just a second. Okay, so let me see if it is clear. Yeah. So again, what we are trying to achieve, timing the markets and using multiple different fundamentals. So for example, it goes from the United States to, let's say, volatility, volume, or our the unique tools that we have available in the Champions Club. So it is a mix of all those things. So we are probably talking about 20, 25, maybe 30 different fundamentals that make this like a simple thing. But in reality, it is very, very complex. Okay, so we need this friendly UI so people have like a easy time to understand it, because people who are not from the markets or from technical analysis, they may have a hard time. So what we are doing is picking complicated things, complicated terms, and make things just as simple as that. Okay, so that's the goal. And so some people may say, trying to time the markets, as Warren Buffett once said, it is not a wise thing to do. But we did this multiple times. So for us, it is not an impossible thing to do. The question is how accurate we can be, how closer we can be. That's the most important thing here. Okay, so let's get started here. We have two sections, as you guys can see. We have the left one and the right one. Okay, the one in the left represents today, and the one in the right represents the market's next step. Okay, so today it is a buy, and remember, this is a macro, multiple months and multiple weeks tool or indicator, not an oscillator, indicator. Okay, so some may say, well, but it's green right now, but we went down. Folks, the direction, it's what we are looking for. We do know that are going to have some upsides, downsides, and this is completely normal. There is nothing special here. What we want, please forgive me, what we want, what we are looking for here, it's the bigger ones, okay? And the bigger ones can only happen 2 times. So some people would say, well, it's wave 3 or wave 5, okay? So there is no way to know it in advance, right? So that's why we have this new tool right now to actually try to measure and follow all those things. So again, the left section, it's today, the present. The next one is the early future, the next move that follows, okay? Then we are going to have in the next section, okay, following the market, we are going to have this, orange and red. So you see the shift from green to yellow, from yellow to red. That's the 3 steps that we have in every, I would say trend, but so for example, even after the coming crash that we are going to see, the change, it is not the trend, it is not going to change. What we are going to see, it's a monster correction. That, again, it is not going to change the trend. You guys will see a lot of people talking about bear market me this, bear market me that, zigzag, but no, trends won't change, okay? So again, into this near future, we will be where? Into the orange, which means attention. We are going to see some correction here. It is going to be bigger than the ones we are having today. But the trend, or let's say the direction, the markets will continue one more step. And what is it is going to be that step? The final step. So look at this way. Green, it's just like the traffic light. Green go, yellow attention, red stop. It's basically this, okay? So in other words, we could call, let's say, the yellow range as attention, warning, okay? So focus. And the red is premium prices, let's say things expensive, and danger, okay? That's probably the best definitions that we can have here, okay? And then you may ask, okay, so we have green, orange, and red. What comes after? Well, after, we are going to have this. From red to orange, and then from orange to green. So you see, the same way that we use on the upside, we are going to use the exactly same way on the downside. So just like we have a time to buy, there's a time to sell. And the markets always move around, as you guys know. So I've been doing this since 2016. So I learned a lot. It's more than 70,000 hours looking at markets, charts, analysis, and yeah, and there is also a lot of people who also do this, and even people before me. Okay, so basically what we are just trying to do, it's make things easier for the average Joe, that including me, to have a chance. Okay, my goal back in 2016-17 is that if I could do something that could make the life of people in the markets easier, because even back in the day it was tough, really tough, and today it is no different. And to be honest, things today are way worse than things were back in the day. Okay, so I believe I'm achieving this goal, and yeah, so let's just take a look here For example, on XRP, so this is Dow Jones. Let's see if can take a look on XRP. Just give me a second, folks. Just a second. Okay, let's go. So XRP, we want the monthly. And I want to give you just one example. So this is something basically we've been talking about for a long period of time, as you guys remember, and I leave it proof behind. So nobody will try to take this away from me. You guys will remember this from previous videos that I said XRP was just about to go, and we were absolutely right. So we used this, and we also used this, as you guys know. There are multiple ways to look into XRP bullishness. Back in the day, we acknowledge all of them, all of it, okay? And I said that the 55 and the 89 range were the very honey spot for XRP, where the magic would happen. And I was absolutely right on that. Okay, so if I'm not wrong, when I said that I was about to release this tool, then we had some problems with the pictures generated by AI. Because sadly, we don't have a designer that probably could do this like in the one day or two. So it is what it is, right? If I'm not wrong, we were around the June, August, maybe September, when I said I was going to release the tool. And here is the, let's say, the visual representation. You guys remember, I lived this in my forecasts, okay? So you guys know it better. It's everything is properly documented. So this is the green. Green stands for the present, where we are in the current time. So it means it is a time to buy. This is not financial advice. You guys know the drill. I'm sharing something that belongs to the Champions Club, and we do our thing in the Champions Club. So it is not financial advice. It is something that belongs to us, that we use, and a dream that became true. Okay, so I can give financial advice. You guys know it better. Then we have the targets for the first leg that I shared with you guys, which I believe the way things are going to unfold. We're talking about two scenarios. I'm going for this one here right now. Some of you guys will really enjoy this. No, I'm not going to acknowledge time here. No, I'm not going to acknowledge time, so that's not the focus on this video, right? Just for you guys to have a better understanding. And this stands for $21 and $80, which I believe it is going to be a perfect range for cooling off the rockets, you know, safe correction, proper correction. It's enough of room. But it is not going to be another green. This is going to be a yellow. Okay, so once again, as soon as we reach this range, forgive me, we are going to be from green to orange to yellow to red. Okay, so as soon as we reach that range, it is going to be the present. And then we are going to be on the way to the future, which it is going to be the red spot right here. Okay, so then we are going to have, so let's go for 89 here. This is just one example. We talked about possible 89, 55, whatever. 55, right here. And then it is going to be the red. Okay, so this tool, of course, it is not for XRP. It is, you see, so XRP is just a another asset that we are measuring. That's all. Okay, it perfectly fits into XRP. Why? Because XRP had a prime development, a clear structure, and we were 100% right about it. So another thing, there are people who are saying, so I'm excluding the nonsense. What is the nonsense? This is the nonsense. Okay, $5-8 nonsense. Okay, so once again, it's a macro tool to measure the markets. First we measure, then we are going to account multiple factors, and then we are going to time the market. Okay, even so, let's say even if we are heading to the red section, or not there yet, you know, we want to be what? The first to enter has to be the first to leave. We don't want to be late. For example, of course, there is going to be a lot of people who are going to buy here. And then they are going to wait as far as they can before, you know, looking to sell or whatever. And that's when we have the red signal, because it's dangerous, very, very dangerous. And this is not something new, like, oh, it's just XRP. No, 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 no. We've been doing this for a long, long, long time, measuring, accounting things. We developed some unique tools that we have available in the Champions Club, things that not even Wall Street have. So we have a different view in the markets that the average people will never have. That's why we have an advantage that they will never have. Okay, so what I see, they won't be able to see. So this is not just a fancy tool or a silly indicator. No, that's not. There's a lot of things involved here. Really, a lot. Okay, so for example, if we take a look on XLM, just give me one moment. Okay, so for example, we have XLM here. Perhaps we have better data. Just a second. Yeah, so probably Coinbase will be the best picture we can have here. So now let's do the same thing, the very same thing. Let's practice with XLM. By the way, XLM have a perfect bull flag developing right here, and is looking absolutely fantastic. So XLM follow the same principles as XRP, which is, just a moment, which is the green phase of our development. So let's go back there. Oops, just a moment. Okay, so we are on the green section. Okay, so you may say, well, but we already went up. Yes, but we are still contained. So there is no bull break. And here we are acknowledging what? The bull break. That is going to happen very, very soon. Either here or just a little bit below, doesn't matter. It's looking absolutely fantastic in multiple ways. If you try to draw a triangle here, you may be left behind because the triangle won't be able to match a health correction here. So you'll probably end up waiting when there is no waiting. Okay, so back to the method. Folks, I really don't remember the numbers for my XLM forecast. So I'll try to do this based on XRP. There is a ratio that I already explained. You guys know it. I shared it on the XLM forecast video. So let's try to do this by hand. So if I'm not wrong, the ratio was 20%. Okay, so let's go for the first leg. It should be here, around $5, $6, if I'm not wrong. And this is going to be yellow. So from green to yellow, we are going to have yellow in the present heading to the red. Okay. Let me see. I don't remember. So this is going to, it is going to be just for the sake of the example, okay? Once again, I don't remember the exact numbers. I shared all my forecast. So this is just a example. Okay, here we are. So once again, practice leads to perfection. Five, 6 months correction if I'm right. I'm not acknowledging time. And then whatever it is going to be. So this is the point. This is what we want. Once again, from orange to red. Okay, that's what we are looking for and trying to. I'm not going to try to, to pretend that I'm not trying to time the marks. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. And once again, I did this in the past multiple times, as you guys remember. I did this back in 2020 with the December 2019 call. I did the exact same thing with the dollar, using the same tools, the same methodology, the same everything. And to be honest, the difference from today and the past is, so December 13, 2019, when I made the call that things would crash late January or early February, I had, let's say, 15 or 20% of the knowledge and experience that I have today. Okay, so I trust this because it's being accurate more often than we have been wrong based on these macro pictures, especially on the macro ones. So it's very common to have some mistakes in between on daily basis. For example, here I'm not saying being wrong every day. I'm talking about calls in between the days. Sometimes you are right about the direction, but then you fail on the timing, because we have this right about time, wrong about direction, right about direction, and wrong about time. Okay, so that's not what we're talking about. The bigger calls, major calls, trend, let's say, the trend is not changing, so that's not the thing. It's let's say bigger calls, macro calls, the ones that truly matters, the ones that holds a lot of profits and value. That's the ones we are looking for. right? That's the ones that we want into each single run or cycle, whatever. Okay? So I believe with these examples, you guys already can have a much better understanding. So before we reach the end, let me just take a look into Algo. So just give me a sec. Okay, so let's use Algorand as an example. So on the when I shared this idea was only a forecast. Okay, I did not apply this methodology of the colors here. What you are seeing, it's a different thing. So let's try to apply it just like we did with XLM and XRP, like a standard. Okay, so we should have the green here. And by the way, once I did this forecast here, this candle already had happened. If I'm not wrong, it was in between. So I knew it was pointless to acknowledge what already had happened. Okay, it wouldn't be fair, right? But right now, for the purposes of educational purposes, let's use the two. Like if we were in the past, because this was a reversal structure, crystal clear, also the market timing. And by the way, Algorand, it's not something that I follow. It's been a long time. I did this because some people asked for, okay? So it's really something that I don't track. So green to yellow. So we are right here and we are heading to the yellow. So where would be the yellow? So this is a tough one because we don't have a clear structure, right? So this is going to be a guess. I would have to go deeper into Algorand, but just a let's say a best scenario. Okay, best case scenario. Of course, I can be wrong. I'm just doing this in a rush because otherwise this video will be too long. Okay. We do know that we are going to have some traction here around this range because it's the last range that holds value. It always probably like 2 weekly candles or so, maybe just one. Not 100% sure, but yeah. So let's go for. So, folks, I'm not trusting my judgment here. This is just for the purpose of the tool, okay? I will have to take a deeper look into Algorand to have a better understanding about targets. Okay, so let's consider this too. Just give me a second. Let me do a quick math here. Okay. Yep. 18 $18. Is it a possibility? I think so. So I'm moving this just a little bit forward. Okay. So once again, folks, this is a scenario that I'm not trusting my judgment here. Okay, so don't take this for granted. I will probably, as soon as Algorand starts to move, I will come back and then I will have a much better idea, especially for targets. Okay, so once again, just for the sake of the tool understanding. Once again, from green to yellow. And once we reach yellow, it is going to be from yellow to red. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, that's the tool. That's for what it stands for. It's pretty straightforward. There is no secrets, there is no in-betweens, there is no nothing. And the last thing and most important thing here is, once again, I am going to share on X on my profile, and it is going to be also available in the Champions Club main page, the website, probably the main page. We're still thinking about it. So when this is going to have updates, so we are going to have updates once the market move, and then we are going to account all those things that need to be accounted. We are going to check charts, check numbers, and it is going to be based on 3 votes. Okay, so whatever the scenario that have 2 or 3, it is going to win, and then we are going to move forward. Otherwise, if there is 2 for no, 1 for yes, then we will just wait. Okay, and what else? So this is probably going to be changed like in monthly basis, not every month, but so it is going to be changed in 3 steps. So if the first step, the green one, takes like 3-4 months, as soon as it moves, we leave the first one, which is this, to yellow to red. So that's when you guys are going to see a change, a update on my profile and on the Champions Club website. Okay, so we are not going to rush. Also, we have to wait to see numbers, reports, all of them, make sense about them, and then when we feel comfortable, we are going to move ahead. Okay, so yeah, so I believe this is it. I believe I'm not missing anything here. But of course, if you guys have any doubt or in the future, not today, it's pretty soon, for like for example, like a suggestion. Probably as soon as we start, then a few weeks after, probably it can be a big deal. But for now, we're still working on the guidelines behind the colors. We have to set a order for like the most important factors, the mid factors, not so important factors, and kind of an index. Okay, and so we still have a lot of work to do here, but it's ready. Okay, so probably between today and tomorrow, I will share on X, and yeah, so you guys have the know-how, how to do it and how to use it to your benefit. Once again, it's for free to everybody, and I really hope you guys enjoy. And please don't forget to appreciate some support. You can do it by smashing the like button, share it for friends, share it with the family, people at work. This maybe helps someone out there, and each single one that we can help, it is going to be very, very cool and very important, right? So here we work with low numbers, right? We are few people. We are not like 100,000, 500,000. So it's fair to say we are a small community here. And to be honest, it is better that it keeps this way. Okay? So yeah, folks, thanks again. Thanks for all the kind words, best wishes. You guys are amazing, fantastic. I really appreciate all your support. all your support, from a like, from a retweet, from people who support me on Patreon, for people who follow but doesn't support with cash. I also appreciate all of you in the same manner. Okay, once again, thank you very much. I do hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Stay safe and see ya.